Hello, my name is Angel Davis. I am a makeup artist here in Cleveland, Ohio. I am about to go ahead and put on my lotion by Olay. Then I will be applying my Makeup Forever face primer. Once that is completed, I will be adding my foundation. Currently, I use Black Opal foundation sticks. Unfortunately, one color does not do it for me, so I have to use two colors. I use Truly Topaz and Heavenly Honey. I mix the two up to kind of get my color. Once I mix that up, I apply the foundation all over my face with my fingers. This just helps warm up the product for me. Once I put the foundation all over my face, I use a kabuki brush, flat top, and I just buff it in all over. I make sure to buff it on my cheeks, my eyes, also where my hairline is. Also up under my chin, all the way down my neck, so that way it blends flawlessly. Once I complete that, I add on my concealer. The concealer I currently love is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. It's one of my favorite concealers at the moment. I use the color Cool Tan. I apply the product on the back of my hand just to warm it up. And then with my fingers, I place it up under my eye area. And I bring it down to my cheeks. Then I take a beauty blender and I just blend it all in. I blend the corners of my eyes all the way down to the cheek area where I applied it. Once I blended up under the eye with the pointy side of my beauty blender, I turn my beauty blender around for the round bottom, which is larger, and I just blend that down into my foundation so that way it's seamless. No harsh lines. It just fades in. I actually learned this trick from Wayne Goss. I use a little triangle applicator and I use tissue paper. I wrapped it up. I'm just pressing this into the skin to remove the excess foundation or concealer. This helps the powder actually blend easier. So in my palette, I take the white translucent powder from Ben Nye and I set the concealer up under my eyes with a small brush. This is so that way my concealer doesn't crease. And you notice I'm patting it on. I'm not rubbing it in, I'm not swiping it on, I'm patting it on. Then I take the translucent powder with a big brush and I just set my foundation, the concealer, and everything with this brush. Again, I'm using the Ben Nye palette in the white translucent powder. Now for my highlight, I mix banana powder and I also mix the camel color luxury powder together. So that way it's not harsh or look ashy. I can't just use the banana powder. It just comes out, again, too ashy. The camel adds a little bit of color. And I put this up under both eyes. And I'm going to let it set there so that way it can bake on to where once I brush it off, it will be highlighted. Can't forget the forehead and down the nose. And also make sure you get your chin. Once that's completed, I use my palette by Ben Nye, and I use a dark brown color. This color I'm using for my contour. I also contour around my hairline, around my temples. It kind of makes it look like I had a sun kiss, that my face was sun kissed. Again, the temples, around the hairline. Just gives it a nice glow. It gives your face a little bit of dimension. Don't forget your chin area. Once that's completed, I'm going to use my Ben Nye palette again, and I'm going to go for a lighter shade of brown. This is to contour my nose. I don't want to use the same dark brown that I use for my face. I just need a slight contour on my nose. So I use a lighter brown. Also get that little area right up under my lip. I just put a little of that brown on there, what's left over on my brush. Yep, looking good, looking good. Now I'm just going to take my big brush and I'm just going to remove my highlight just to make it softer. Then I'm just going to brush my entire face, just that way everything blends in easily. No harsh lines. Just going to go back in where it needs to be touched up a little bit. And that pretty much completes the foundation, highlight, and contour of what I do. This works for me. Make sure you stay tuned. I have another video where I do the brows, and then I also have a third video where I'll do the rest of my face, which is my eyes, my cheeks, lips, and everything. See you soon. Hope you enjoy. Stay tuned.